Communication or communication. I was going to give you some three-syllable explanation about, the origin, the Latin origin of the word, but the truth is I just didn't have room to write it in one line. But it's all about communication today, and I want to talk about really the three stages of communication as it relates to marketing. That's what we're going to talk about, continuing this conversation about marketing. My name is Bill DeWeese, and I've been a full-time voice talent for 20 years, coach for the past 15 years, and I invite you to keep joining us because we do this every weekday at this time. When I say this, what I'm talking about is the daily voiceover huddle. And in the daily voiceover huddle, we just get together to share a thought, a tip, a strategy, just something to inspire you to help move you further down the road of voiceover success. And having a cup of coffee kind of helps me get the motor rolling this morning. And I haven't slept well this week, so I might need some more of this Michigan cherry coffee just to keep things rolling. I'm glad you guys are here. Excuse me. It's good to see you guys in the chat. If you haven't checked in on the live chat, make sure you do so. Just let me know your name and where you're watching or listening from. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you like if you like the video, like it. If you like it, share it. Share it with as many people as you can. Let's help as many people as we can be successful in voiceover. And another way you can do it, and maybe the best way you can do it, is go below in the description, click the link, and join my free voiceover community. And we can continue the conversations every day over in the community. It doesn't cost you anything. As I mentioned, it is a free community. And today, I, along with the co-founder of VoFlow.io, Chris Cole, will be doing a little coffee talk at 10 this morning. So you can join us for that. It's a Q&A. Chris always, brings you up to date on what's going on with the VoFlow platform, so you know all the latest, greatest. And then we just field questions about whether it's the platform or whether it's about voiceover in general. So hope you'll join us. Again, link below in the description. Communication. Marketing is, well, let's put it this way. Communication, excuse me, so sorry. Coming down with something again. I can't wait for summer. I'm so tired of this cycle of, seems like once, you get better, you get rid of one sinus infection or cold or flu, and then another one comes back around. And again, and probably hanging around 5 grandkids all the time probably helps that as well, I would imagine. The foundation of marketing is communication. And I want to break that down into three, not 3 syllables, but three basic steps to help you better understand why I talk about the things I talk about, why I encourage you to do the things that I encourage you to do. Because marketing is not that unlike any other relationship. The first phase is introduction. Nothing begins unless there's a connection at the very beginning. And by introduction, I'm not just talking about you saying, hey, my name's Bill. I'm a pro voiceover talent. Check out my demos. You should hire me. Imagine this. Imagine that there's somebody you really, you like a lot, and maybe you would like to get to know a little better and maybe see if the relationship goes a little further. That very first time together, there's a lot of assessing and judgment going on. And the last thing you want to do, especially in the introduction phase, is to make it about you. Have you ever been out with somebody that will not stop talking about themselves and what they've done and their backstory? And it seems like they're the only person maybe at the table at dinner, like you're not even there. They're only consumed with talking about themselves. Marketing is very much the same way. If you make it about you, you lose them right from the beginning. So even though you may not know them, and it's not a two-way communication because typically this is done through email, what you can do is introduce yourself in a way that lets them understand that you know where they're coming from and what their needs are and what they're looking for. So it's all about how you can fit into their story, not about how they can fit into yours. So that's step 1 of marketing and communication. The second step of communication in marketing is to stay in touch. Have you ever been out on, I'm going to give you a bunch of dating examples. Ever been out on a date and you really like this person that you've been with? You had a great time, great night, and you would love to see this person again. And as the evening's coming to an end, that person says, hey, it was great. It was fun. I'll give you a call. Well, you wait and you wait, 24 hours goes by, a second day, a third day, a week, a month, and you never hear anything again. Well, what happens at that point? Well, besides maybe being a little frustrated, maybe even being a little angry, you decide to move on. And then what happens? You forget about that person. You can make the introduction, and that's great. You have to start there. But if you do not continue to communicate with your prospective client, they will fill in the blank with me, everybody, forget about you. And they'll forget about you fast. I mean, fast. Because A, they don't know you all that well yet, and B, there's a whole lot of other people to choose from. So one of the big keys to marketing is making sure that not only people know who you are, get to know you, but they remember you so that when it comes time to hire a voice talent for their next project, they think of you. The third step in communication within marketing is this: gratitude. Everybody likes to be appreciated. Even customers who buy our services like to be acknowledged and thanked and appreciated for, for what they've done. Going back to this idea of making it all about you, when you don't express gratitude, you're essentially making it all about you. You're saying you're doing them a favor. And you never, even if you feel that way, you never want to say or do anything that communicates that to a prospective client. You want to let them know as you're, when they've hired you, when you're delivering your project, to always thank them. You don't have to make a big deal out of it, but thank them. Let them know that you appreciate the opportunity, because they will appreciate the fact that you actually take the time to express gratitude. And again, that will help them remember you and make it more likely that when they need a voice talent again, you will be the person that they call. So remember, marketing is communication. It's about introduction and doing that from the standpoint of the person you're talking to. It's about staying in touch so they don't forget about you. And it's about being grateful and expressing that for the relationship and for the opportunities that are given to you by the client. And when you do that, that is a recipe for success. And if you're looking for a system to better help you learn how to do that and all the aspects of that, again, join our VoFlow community, link below in the description, and the VoFlow platform, which you'll get to know. If you haven't got to know it yet, you'll get to know it through through our group, or if you just want to go to the website, and you'll see it was built specifically to help you do all these things that you need to do systematically to get in touch, to stay in touch, and to close the deal and get the work and keep getting the work. That's what this YouTube channel, and that's what our time together is all about. Let's check in and see what's going on in the live chat this morning. But first, a sip of Michigan cherry coffee. Because let me tell you, I need the caffeine this morning desperately. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see what's going on. We've got John checking in from Denver. Hey, John. As a matter of fact, I'm doing some onboarding with John today because John is he's on the VoFlow platform. Looking forward to that, John. Let's see here. Sandra, what's going on in Ontario? London, Ontario, that is. And then we've got Nephi in Knoxville. Rusty checking in from the upper peninsula of Michigan. What's going on? 45 degrees and sunny today? Wow. It's almost like a heat wave for you guys. Maybe we could melt a few feet of snow. Would sure help my parking in the driveway. I'm sure it would, Rusty. I hope that happens. Hey, Dennis, good to see you. Galen in Chicago. Always a pleasure to have you here. GS, what's happening in Longview? Sheila, hello there. Good to see you in Minneapolis. Let's see here. We've got more in South Carolina, in my favorite state, next to Ohio. I live in Illinois. My favorite state's Ohio. My second favorite would be South Carolina. Let's see here. And for the obvious reason right now, the warmth. Jim in Memphis. We've got Gwen. How are you doing? Rusty says, drinking my Michigan cherry from Meyer myself. And this is the Meyer brand Michigan coffee. There's nothing better. And this is not sponsored by Meyer. They're not paying me, but I'm telling you, it's so good. I've got to talk about it. It's the best coffee I've ever had. Meyer grocery store, Michigan cherry coffee. Get you some. Sheila just asked, where do you get your Michigan cherry coffee from? Yeah, from Meyer, Meijer. I don't know that they're everywhere. They're based in Michigan. We have them in Ohio and here in Illinois. I'm not sure where else they are. And there's some other good brands out there as well. Hey, Ron in Grand Haven, Michigan. Boy, it's a Michigan morning, isn't it? Corey in Whitehall, Wisconsin. Cindy, good morning to you. And Sandra, good morning to you in Dallas, Fort Worth. Guys, thanks for checking in. Don't forget, Chris Cole and I will be doing our coffee talk this morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. It's within our free voiceover community, the VoFlow community. And so just go below, click the link, get in there. It's that easy. You'll be in a couple of seconds, and then we can all join each other live in 50 minutes to continue the conversation there. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.